Are you in the market for a new battery-operated portable fan? Last year we looked at the Go fan, and that was pretty sweet, right? At least until I dropped it. Today we're going to be looking at the Go Fan Cool Mist. It's the newest, next generation Go fan. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. My channel is dedicated to reviewing mostly as seen on TV items. I look at some consumer gadgets, other household items. Once in a while I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's take a closer look at this Go Fan Cool Mist to see if it can really cool us off. Here is the Go Fan Cool Mist, ready for its unboxing, and just to overlook it is the original Go Fan. All right, so let's pop this thing open. All right, in the box we had our directions. I can see just by looking at this that it is larger than the original Go Fan, and I'm thinking that's because of the water reservoir around it. So if I look at the Go Fan here, and the new Go Fan Mist. This one has a reservoir around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read through the directions, figure this thing out, and charge it up and test it. Before we move on, I want to show you some of the differences. You can see that the new Go Fan is much thicker than the original Go Fan. It also has a much bigger base. That's important because this one wasn't very sturdy and often was flimsy. This one has pads on the bottom, there's pads in the middle, and this just seems like a solid clamp, and it's really heavy duty. So I do charge it with an included USB, and I have my swivel power here to charge that in just a minute, but this is how you're supposed to fill the water. You're supposed to fill this little tiny bottle with water, then you open up this little top, squeeze the water in there, and it fills up around here. But first, we're going to charge it, and then we'll test it out that way. Before you charge it, pull the tab here. Ooh, those lights are fun. And then you plug in the included micro USB port charger. As you can see, it is now glowing red when it's charging. We'll see what happens when it's done. When we are fully charged, this red light, as you saw just there, turns off completely, and all you see is this blue light. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill up my water bottle with water, install the water, and then test out this fan. So to fill this with water, all I had to do is pop off this top little piece here, fill up with water, put the piece back on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this water inside here. And I'm just going to squeeze it down. Oops, maybe I squeezed too hard. I just finished filling it to the top, and it took a little bit more than one bottle to get all the way to the top. Let's see what happens when we turn this on. Our fan is on. Oh, that is cool. Do you see the mist coming out? This is the mist all the time. We also have an intermittent mister. Let's turn the speed up a little higher. All right. You can sort of see it coming out there intermittently. It starts and then stops. There it goes. Cool. All right, I'm going to test this out today. I'm looking forward to it. During my observations and using it this week, you can tell that the mist doesn't come out a whole lot, right? So for a fan that's supposed to be misting and a cool mist, it comes out maybe about 2 inches. You can sort of see it right here a little bit, and there's a little more that you can't see on camera that comes out about here. It's kind of disappointing to me, right? I was expecting maybe more of a mist, but I guess they're just trying to cool the air, and maybe that makes sense. I will say if I have the mist function on all the time, it runs for 10 minutes and then shuts off. And so if you were to push the button again, you would run it about 6 times. I actually ran about 65 minutes because when it ran out the 6th time, I hit it again, and then it ran for a few more minutes and all the water was gone. So you get about an hour of mist when you fill it up. So just know that if you're going to use this, you're going to have to bring that little bottle with you and fill it up more because it does run out after about that hour period. If you're going to be trying to use the mist function, it's better to have this part towards the top, and I'll show you why. So on the inside, from here all the way around in a half circle is where your water is held. And there's like a little tubes inside there that connect it to here, or at least a little space where water can travel. Down here, there is no area for water, so just this top half. So as I noticed, sometimes when it was upside down, the water, of course, would go from here and travel down. And even though there might be some water in there, it couldn't get into the mister very well. So it's easier and better to hold it this way. I also noticed, and maybe you can see it here, where sometimes when I was running the mister, you can see that there's some condensation built up. Let me see if I can get a good zoom in. Yeah, so where the water is right here. So I have to wipe it off frequently. So if you keep it this way, it still does build up. I just wanted you to know that. When I was running this, I was able to get to the full 6-hour battery limit when it was on low speed. If it was on the high speed, it only ran for about 3 hours before it shut off. And then of course, this battery, when it completely went drained down, it took 3 hours to charge up so I can use it again to full. So tell me, have you used either the original GoFan or the new GoFan Cool Mist? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. I want to show you the relatively good speed of this fan, at least for a battery operated fan. This candle is sitting 12 inches away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on low speed just to see if we can blow the candle out. Let's see. That's low speed and it's putting a pretty good find up there. Let's turn it up. Oh, didn't even need to turn it up. Couldn't find the button. Anyway, so it did blow it out on low speed, but it does get faster and faster yet when you turn on. It's actually a pretty decent little fan. Not so sure about the mist function, but the fan at least is pretty nice. So the claim to fame of the GoFan Cool Mist is that it can lower the temperature by up to 10 degrees, which I think is hilarious because even if it was 1 degree, it's still up to, right? Anyway, so current temperature inside here is 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius. This lower temperature is what this is reading. This upper temperature is what this fob is reading. So I'm gonna put that behind the fan. I'm gonna set the fan on it. We're gonna turn it on, and I will turn the mist function on because that's really what we're detecting, and we will see in 10 minutes what this temperature reads. So I meant to come back at the 10-minute mark, but I forgot because I got to doing something else. Now the mister function has turned off. You can sort of see there's some water around here. Well, the temperature of the room actually went up. I don't have any heat on in here or air conditioning, but it just got warmer. So as you can see, having the fan blowing on this does not make it any cooler, at least the temperature. That being said, when the fan blows on me, it feels as though I'm getting cool air. Even though this temperature gauge may not show it being cooler in here, I feel cooler definitely having the fan on me. In this video, we've been looking at the GoFan Cool Mist. Now, I've been using this for about 10 days, so what did I think of it? Well, let's talk about our pros. I love a portable battery operated fan. Don't have a plug. It doesn't matter. I charge it. It's good to go. It has 3 different speeds. Very convenient. Now, I didn't find a whole lot of cooling on the lowest speed, but the middle and high speed were pretty decent. On low speed, I got it to run as long as 6 hours, and high speed, I got it to run as long as 3 hours. Now, what didn't I like about it? One, the misting feature, although neat, and I like the idea, it didn't provide a whole lot of cooling mist. Now, if I held it close to my face within about 3 or 4 inches, I could feel that moisture and that mist, but any further away, I was like, it was just lost. I also didn't like the length of time it takes to charge. That was really frustrating. If I ran it on high for 3 hours, it took 3 hours to charge. If I ran it on low for 6 hours, it took 3 hours to charge. That being said, it does have that cool clip feature, and in a pinch, a fan is a fan, and I enjoyed it. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. Here is the battery schematics for those of you that are interested, or maybe your unit didn't come with one. It is a 2000 milliamp battery, and just make sure you put your negative to the negative spot and your positive to the positive spot. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of the GoFan Cool Mist. You know what? Not that long ago, I actually reviewed another cooling product, and it's called the Arctic Air Pure Chill. That sounds like a cool name. And this is supposed to cool you off as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link that review right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you
at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.